As the war with Iran continues to send shockwaves through global energy markets, one of Africa's wealthiest businessmen is emerging as an unexpected beneficiary. Billionaire Aliko Dangote is seeing his oil refinery reach record levels of growth and profitability. Our correspondent Lucas Michtics has more.
The city of Lekki, Nigeria is relatively small. An estimated 400 to 500,000 people live there. On the outside, it's an average coastal region where Nigerians can escape the bustle of Lagos, the biggest city in the nation, with a population density of over 13,000 people per square kilometer. An hour down the road along the Gulf of Guinea stands a completed project, a $20 billion private investment in the future of Africa, its demographics, its middle class, and its industrialization. And it's an investment that is now paying off. Nigerian billionaire Aliko Dangote is the 62nd richest man in the world. He is also Africa's richest man. Born into a wealthy family, he founded the Dangote Group in 1981. An African conglomerate, its reach spans across the continent, employing more than 30,000 people and generating revenues beyond $4 billion. Its specializations include a mix of essentials, sugar, flour, cement, salt, and now a global commodity in high demand, oil. And its biggest geographical advantage is that the Strait of Hormuz is nowhere nearby. The Dangote refinery, named after its visionary, was a project afflicted with cost overruns and delays until it finally opened in January 2024. It reached full capacity in early 2025 and then struck incredible luck as the United States and Israel bombed Iran, leading to the closure of the Strait of Hormuz as a bargaining chip in negotiations. The refinery has since boomed, which conveys two significant signs. The first being that the world still relies on oil, and the second being that allies and adversaries alike are tired of dealing with the headaches of an entire energy economy reliant on the Iranian-controlled Strait of Hormuz. The refinery has been the largest exporter of jet fuel since April, increasing supply to at-risk European partners, while its outputs of gasoline and diesel are up over 70%, according to numbers published in the Wall Street Journal. Mr. Dangote's personal net worth has also increased nearly $5 billion since January and is already planning additional investments to the refinery with the ambition of moving up production from 700,000 barrels per day to 1.4 million by 2028. All the growth has the company eyeing an IPO on the Nigerian stock market and the possibility of a second one at the New York Stock Exchange. Despite the positives for the company and Mr. Dangote personally, not everything is perfect. Reports indicate that Nigeria's state oil company is struggling to meet production demands. Its selling of crude oil to overseas buyers to pay off loans and fulfill long-term contracts could pose a problem. Experts say that the push to prioritize the local refinery is a slow process, caught up in bureaucracy and billions of dollars. This could prove to be a major obstacle as the world lines up to receive oil from the refinery, especially European airlines, who, according to reports, are less than a month away from running out of their supplies. It is what Mr. Dangote hopes will only mark the beginning of other nations establishing growing trade relationships with African countries. Mr. Dangote is not wrong about betting on Africa. It is the youngest continent on the globe and will grow exponentially over the next 50 years. By 2050, Africa's population will boom to some 2.5 billion people. Meanwhile, the capital city of Nigeria, Lagos, is projected to have a metropolitan area of an astounding 37 million residents. His focus on philanthropy and building a lasting legacy is apparent in his interviews.
I want to be remembered as somebody who has actually free of Africa in terms of exporting raw materials, only importing goods. I want to industrialize Africa. 70% of our population, they are below 30 years of age. And we have 60% of the world's arable land. We have 2/3 of the world's mineral resources. By 2050, we're going to be 2.5 billion of population. So the real future is Africa.
Statistics like that are where billionaires like Dangote are betting. They envision an industrial boom across Africa that will project the long-developing continent into middle-class standards. It's also a chance for nations like Nigeria to gain a stronger foothold in international relations and global economics. The Dangote Group is planning a second $15 billion refinery in Kenya, which would also include a port. The group envisions a fleet of ships to transport its oil while building pipelines and regional hubs across Africa. The question now is simple. Can Nigeria keep up with the demand and strike an economic windfall for the entire African continent?